Hey, I'm Nicky Clark and today I'm going to be talking to you about HIIT training. Now, for those of you who don't know, HIIT training stands for High Intensity Interval Training. Now, in its basic form, it's classified by an intense period of exercise followed by one where you would relax and recover. So, to summarise, you might do a 20 or 30 second sprint outside and then use the next 60 to 90 or even 120 seconds to do a slow walk and recover. So what are the benefits of HIIT training? Well, number one is that generally you only have to do it for a shorter amount of time. Typically people will do HIIT training for 15 to 30 minutes, which means that if you're a busy person and you can't fit longer bouts of exercise into your training regime, then it could be very good for you. The second benefit is that you burn calories after you finish training. Now, due to the high intensity of the training itself, once you've finished, your body goes into almost like a repair mode, and you'll burn calories typically for 2 hours to 24 hours after you've finished exercising. This is in comparison to a low intensity exercise whereby you normally only burn calories for the amount of time that you are actually training. Benefit number three is it has a very low barrier to entry in that you don't really need any equipment to do it. You can do it at home, you can do it with bodyweight exercises, you can do it in the park. You don't need to be in a fancy gym with all the kit to be able to do high intensity interval training. Benefit number four is that it offers you a great amount of variety. You can mix and match the exercises that you use, you can mix and match the times and the rest periods that you use. All in all, it means that you shouldn't get bored when you train. Now we've looked at the positives of HIIT training, now let's look at the negatives. Now, number one is that it may not be good for beginners. Now, obviously it's a high intensity type of training in the name, HIIT training. So for someone that's never exercised before or has done very little exercise, it's like going from 0 to 60. It'd be like giving a learner driver a Ferrari as soon as they pass their test. Sometimes you need to start with lower intensity exercise and build up to something as intense as HIIT. Number two is a little bit of a controversial one because it means that I'm going to be calling out other people within the industry. So there are certain personal trainers out there and fitness instructors that will give HIIT to absolutely all of their clients, and obviously this is not a good thing because some people it just does not fit the way they are. So for instance, HIIT training, you might use squat jumps or jumping lunges or things like this. If you've injured your ankles or knees and you're not in a position to be doing these sort of exercises, then it's not obviously a good thing for you to do. Unfortunately though, a lot of trainers in the industry don't see this and they will give the same workouts to the same clients no matter whether they're fit, fat, injured or not. So look out for your trainers on this one, but if you've got a rubbish trainer, unfortunately they might just be giving you a crappy exercise regime. The third negative of HIIT training is that for me it offers a lot of broken promises. Now, what do I mean by this? There are certain trainers out there that will have you believe that HIIT training is the only thing you need to do and it is the holy grail of fat loss. Now, I'm going to clarify, I use this with some of my clients, it is a method, but that's just it is a method, it is not the holy grail, it is not the be all and end all of fat loss. If you do HIIT training daily, but you still eat a ton of crap, and you're still eating too many calories, you're not going to lose weight. And I think a lot of people have the negative or the wrong idea, that as long as you perform HIIT training, you can eat whatever you want and do whatever you want outside of it. To lose body fat, you need to be in a calorie deficit. Now, whether that is through eating the right foods and ensuring that your calories are below your maintenance level, whether that's from exercising with weights, whether that's by doing long steady state cardio like a run or HIIT training, it's up to you really. But if you're not in a calorie deficit, then no amount of HIIT training is going to get you lean. So finally, should you use HIIT training? Well, really it's a matter of preference. I think that if you are short on time, an exercise level where you're not a complete beginner, then I think it can be a major benefit to you. However, if you're a beginner, then probably it's not best for you. And also, if you're someone that just enjoys going for a long run or going on a bike ride and doing long steady state cardio, then that is fine too. I'm Nicky Clark, I hope you've enjoyed that video, and if you have any questions, as always, please listen below and like and subscribe my page for more videos like this. Cheers!